Today I want to talk about a different subject. I want to talk about faith, and especially dealing with faith in yourself. You know, before you can go out there and you can achieve your dreams or whatever you're looking to do with your life, you have to have faith, able to have faith in yourself in order to achieve. And let me give you an example. Let's start off with a definition. And I think the best definition I found was from Hebrews 11:1. And it says, faith is confident assurance concerning what we hope for and conviction about things we do not see. What we're looking for and what we're seeking is not there yet. But we're believing that that thing eventually will come. You know, through our hard work, through our constant action at it. Even through the changes we have to go through ourselves in order to achieve what we're looking for. You know, I started this business about 4 weeks ago. And right now, I'm starting off doing these videos. But eventually I want to grow this into doing an educational program for inner city kids on entrepreneurship, so they can learn that they have other options besides college. You know, paid gigs where I can go speak to large and small groups about success. And eventually also be able to do trainings for startup companies, Fortune 500s. I have to believe in myself, and I have to visualize myself every day doing these things. It doesn't come overnight, but you have to believe in yourself. And here's a few points. It says before you can achieve your dream, you have to see yourself doing it. How do you go out into the marketplace and convince your investors, convince people you're going to network to, sell something? If you don't believe in it, how are you going to want them to believe in it? So you have to believe in yourself before you can convince anybody else that this can be achievable. Another thing you have to do is you have to tell your self-conscious daily that this is happening now. You have to tell them that you are on the thing. This isn't a game. Your dreams are not a game. If it's something you want to do in order to get out of the grind of life, get out of that job, you have to convince yourself that this is happening now. That I'm going to do something now in order to make this happen. I'm going to go out and talk to that person. I'm going to make that phone call. I'm going to make that step of faith. Hey, you might get turned down a few times. Somebody might tell you no, but you know what? It's a start. And you just keep grinding at it, and you just keep pushing forward on it. But you cannot wait and to tell yourself that you're going to start doing it tomorrow or the next day or when you become stable or when your kids leave the house or whatever it might be. That's a circumstance. Tell yourself you're going to do it now, you're going to start it today, and you're going to create something that's greater than what you have now. If you have doubt, and doubt's a big thing, that goes back to that you have to see yourself doing it and telling your self-conscious. Because if you have doubt, you're never going to do it. If you're doubting yourself, I'm not sure this is going to work. You have to tell yourself, you got to kick those thoughts out. You got to kick it out like a bad habit and tell yourself this. It can happen. It will happen. I'm going to do something on it today. So never have doubt. Because what happens when you have doubt in your mind, you have doubt in your heart about it, you will never do it. I don't care how much you convince yourself, but if you're doubtful, it will never happen. So never have doubt. And always tell yourself you can achieve it. Develop your plan today. Sit down. And I always talk about this. I've talked about it for the last 2 videos about having a plan of constant action. If you know and you have faith and you believe that you can do it, you must have a plan of action. You must have a business plan. You must have a mission statement. You must have a list every single day of something you're going to do in order to achieve it. A phone call you got to make, a person you got to go talk to, a skill you got to go pick up. If you have faith in it, you're going to want to do this. You're going to step out and you're going to make that list no matter what the circumstances are, no matter how tired you are, no matter what everybody says around you. If you have faith and you're not doubting yourself, it can be done. Plain and simple. Another thing is you must meditate on your dream. You must think of your dream all the time. You must tell your dream to other people. You must go out there and visualize it. Meditate on it. And tell yourself it can be done. Tell yourself it's done. It's happening. You're living the life. Don't sit there and be like, yeah, I just started this great company and I might survive in it. No. Tell yourself, I'm the owner of one of the best companies out there. I'm going to provide one of the greatest services to the marketplace that anyone has ever seen. You have to do that. You have to have enthusiasm. You have to have confidence. If you're stepping out on faith, if you're stepping out on what we hope for, what you hope for, and what you do not see yet, if you step out on that, it can happen. But meditate on it. Meditate on it. Tell yourself it can happen. And guess what? Plan on it. Plan, plan, plan. Write your plan down. Do something every day for it. And guess what? It will happen. But it won't happen every night. It might take a few years to do. It might take way longer than that. It might take you have to pick up something. But that's okay. Go for it. And lastly, once you start doing daily action, your faith and your dream will grow and your dream will be achieved. Once you make that phone call and you break that ice with whoever you got to call and you're like, that wasn't so bad. Look, I already got a potential client. I already talked to an investor today. That investor might told me no, but I'm going to call this other person that I know, that I got a referral from, and I'm going to see if he wants to invest in my dream, invest in my company, invest in my product. That's okay. But you're doing something at it. And after those 10 or 15 calls, you might get somebody that says, let's meet up. How much do you need? I saw your product out there. I saw you networking the other day. I'm interested in you. Those 15, those 20, those 35, those 125 calls you made will be worth it. But remember, don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop having faith in your abilities, and don't stop thinking that it can't be done, because it can be done and it will be achieved. And this is Cody Nosen, the Cajun Billionaire, here telling you, keep believing, keep grinding at it, and it will happen.